Yes, I'm here tonight to give the National Board of Review's Icon Award to my dear friend, Bradley Cooper. With this award, Bradley joins the ranks of legends Robert De Niro, Al Pacino, Chadwick Boseman, and this year's Best Director honoree, Martin Scorsese. Bradley and I became friends during the pandemic when he invited my family over for pizza, which I have to mention he made himself. Bradley was in year 4 of 6 in preparation to play Leonard Bernstein in Maestro, a film which I have to mention he made himself. I can actually hear you. I can hear you say, no, bro, no, it was a team. But don't worry, I'm gonna get to that part. So back to the kitchen. As I watched Bradley make pizza for like 20 adults and countless clamoring children, never breaking his rhythm, focus, or his connection to whomever he was speaking with, I was struck by how rare a creature Bradley is. Now, there's no avoiding the fact that Bradley, grounded, low-key, and genuinely humble as he is in real life, can't help but effortlessly electrify a room, as only the greatest movie stars can, in a way reminiscent of the sizzle you hear as light burns through celluloid. He has a bright and special effect on people, not dissimilar to how seeing a shooting star makes your heart leap. For many, this not insignificant gift of presence would be the whole story, the entire arc of their career. Bradley, as it turns out, is more than that. Bradley is a fearless, soulful, inventive, inspiring, skillful, generous, astonishingly intelligent, committed, seriously excellent actor. And that's not even the whole story, because what we must now all wrap our heads around is that this bright and special movie star / exquisite character actor is also a visionary director who can write. A filmmaker with a unique ability to explore with compassion, ferocity, and finesse the tenderness and poetry of the human experience, finding intimacy even in an icon as seemingly well-known as Leonard Bernstein, finding new music in a symphony as often played as love. Bradley elevates life to the level of art and makes art that feels like life. To know him is to understand that whatever he takes on, he creates from a place of divine love and egoless belief in serving the highest good of all concerned. His approach is unwavering, his work ethic uncompromising, yet you'll never meet a more collaborative soul. I told you I was going to mention the team. I hope we in this room, united by our love of cinema, also understand friendship as an art form, filled with emotion, depth, resonance, truth, and surprises. So while I haven't worked with Bradley on a film, I've experienced the artistry of his friendship, which puts me in a unique position to confirm that whether making pizza himself for a house full of hungry kids, conducting a world-class orchestra live himself, in an unforgettable 7-minute, one-take wonder of a musical film performance, leading an award-worthy film family both in front of and behind the camera, brimming over with the very finest craft, or simply being a friend who shows up. Bradley innately possesses qualities of grace, precision, generosity, kindness, and the highest brilliance. Bradley Cooper is a one-of-a-kind artist in all ways. And somehow, despite all of these accomplishments, I believe with my whole heart, he's just getting started. Tonight, thank you, you can applaud. Tonight, as we honor Bradley for his work on the exceptional film Maestro, we celebrate a man whose life itself is a symphony of creativity, collaboration, and extraordinary talent. Congratulations, Bradley, on this well-deserved honor. You're an amazing human being and an official icon.
Wow. I thought I was going to faint when you were talking. Wow. Thank you, Annie. And Adam for coming tonight, and Gideon Glick for coming tonight, and Fred Berner. Gideon was amazing as Tommy Cawthron and Maestro. I was lucky enough to work with him. Friendship. Thank you, National Board of Review, for inviting me here tonight so I could meet for the first time Divine Joy Randolph. That was a big thing for me. So I got to tell her how inspiring she is. That's really what it's all about. Friendship, like you said, Annie. It's what is the reason I'm still alive and standing here in front of you. It's people that have been there for me and that I've had the responsibility to be there for them. And seeing Michael J. Fox, I remember when I was a kid, there was like Tom Cruise, Michael J. Fox. And it was like, I loved Risky Business, I loved Top Gun, but it was Secret of My Success and Doc Hollywood. Those were the movies that I watched all the time. And because there was something about what he did that I felt like he was my friend. And Family Ties, I learned all these like life lessons from just watching Family Ties. And Daniel Day-Lewis, I used to sit in the French roast. When I first moved to New York City, I was going to the news school, and I went into the French roast, and I was like, oh my God, it's fucking Daniel Day-Lewis. And he was drinking a cafe au lait like this. Sorry to embarrass you, Daniel. And I would go to that seat every day. I'm not kidding, I know something's wrong with me. And I would order the cafe au lait, and I would sit there and do the thing. No one was across from me. Rebecca Miller was across from me at the time. And I felt like, you know, these people were my friends. And even Killers of the Flower Moon, sometimes friendship between people like Leonardo DiCaprio, Martin Scorsese, and Robert De Niro can yield art that then we could all benefit from. That, I think, is why I loved doing Maestro so much, is because Lenny created music is the way that is even a more powerful, I think, way of doing that. You feel like you know the composer by just listening and wrapping yourself in the music. And researching Maestro, I fell in love and felt like I was friends with Lenny and Felicia and their children. I never met Lenny, but I miss him. But I get to live inside his music, and I got to live inside his music, and we all did for those years that we did the movie, and that, you know, that is the greatest experience of my life. And you know, when you go to these events and you think about what's to benefit from it, it's being here in rooms like this and just witnessing what people were saying on stage, and looking out and seeing faces that I love. I'm a very grateful man today, and I'm very happy to be here. And Annie, those words mean a lot. Thank you for the pizza ups. Thank you. And thank you very much.